There's something about small towns that hides both kindness and cruelty in plain sight. That was what Agent Maya Preston told herself as she cruised through rural Alabama, her radio dialed to static, her Glock tucked in a locked console. She wasn't here as herself. She was here as Marie Jenkins, a mild-mannered insurance clerk who no one would ever suspect was an undercover FBI agent. She had spent months infiltrating a suspected white supremacist cell, suspected of infiltrating local police forces. It wasn't the first time she had worked deep cover. But something about this town, Whitaker Springs, felt different, like it wanted her to disappear. It was late evening when she saw the flashing lights in her rear-view mirror. A routine stop, she assumed. She was going 5 miles over the limit. She pulled over, took a breath, and waited. The door slammed before the officer reached her window. License and registration. He didn't say please. She handed it over with a smile, keeping her hands visible. He glanced at it and sneered. "What you doing out here, girl?" She blinked. "Just heading home from work." "Where's home?" She motioned vaguely toward the road ahead. "Birmingham." He stepped back, unsnapped his holster. "Step out of the car." Her instinct screamed. This wasn't protocol. "I haven't done anything wrong, officer." "Are you resisting?" "No, I'm just asking." Before she could finish, he yanked the door open and pulled her out. The dash cam later showed what happened next, frame by agonizing frame. He shoved her against the car, cursing her ear, and when she tried to turn her head to speak, to identify herself, he drew his weapon, and he shot her. Twice. She didn't die, but she nearly did. It was only when paramedics arrived that the badge fell from her wallet. The paramedic picked it up, his hands trembling. "Sir, she's FBI." The officer, Clayton Mertz, went pale. He staggered back, stammering something about not knowing, about fear for his life. But the body cam footage told a different story. So did the toxicology report, and the 4 other complaints lodged against him by other black drivers in the past 2 years. Cases quietly dismissed, covered by internal reviews, sealed from the public. Not this time. The trial became national news. A black woman in a badge. A white officer with a past. An entire town forced to confront a lie that had dressed in law and order. Maya took the stand still healing, her arm in a sling, her voice measured. She didn't cry. She didn't need to. Her testimony was clean, cold, devastating. "I did everything I was taught to do," she said. Hands visible. Calm tone. No sudden movements. "I followed every rule." And still, he looked at me and saw a threat. Not because I was dangerous. Because I was black. The courtroom fell silent. Officer Mertz was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison, the maximum for aggravated assault on a federal agent with a hate crime enhancement. The sentence was rare, but so was the victim. Maya never returned to undercover work. She didn't need to. Instead, she became a public speaker, a quiet force for reform. Her scars visible, her presence undeniable. She spoke to cadets in police academies, to young black girls, to senators, to people who thought racism was a relic of history. Because the truth is this: power doesn't corrupt. It reveals that. And justice doesn't arrive quietly. It screams, sometimes through a badge, sometimes through a wound, but always through truth. Don't just watch. Be part of the movement. If stories like this matter to you, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. We bring you true, emotional stories that spark change. Your voice matters. Your awareness changes lives.